Hello! Welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P today stands for poem. This is a poem inspired by the first episode of season 17. Milk, milk, lemonade. Around the corner, fudge is made. Diet soda, root beer too. When someone sneezes, I say bless you. But not religious, just good vibes. You watch Survivor and pick your tribes. Jeff Probst is hot, and that is true. Do they provide douches on the set? Let me ask someone I knew. Her name is Morgan. She was on Guatemala. She didn't win, and neither did Kamala.
Kamala. Did you write that on your way over?
I wrote it yesterday.
Oh, you had time?
Yeah.
How interesting.
Now that I'm in my new place and I'm fully settled, I watched it. I took notes.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't take notes because I wanted to enjoy it. And then I watched it again this morning and took notes and pulled all the... There was just so much going on. I didn't want to miss it. I didn't want to miss an opportunity, if you will. Although I do think it's fucked up that it's not on a streaming platform. But I didn't realize that YouTube TV you can watch it whenever. Were you able to log into mine?
I was. It logged me back out, so I'll have to ask you about it later. I don't know, because it's supposed to be on Paramount.
I don't think they're doing that this season.
No, clearly not. But anyways, how are you? This is the first official filming for IMHO the Show 2025. How do you feel?
I'm feeling thankful. I'm really looking forward to this year, not just because of the tariffs. I know that we're all excited about that. But besides the money we're about to save, we've got this new project coming up. We've got all this stuff going. I feel like we're in a good place.
And I feel like there's no holidays.
You're happy. You're happy.
I'm happy. I'm closer to you. I'm set up for success.
Or failure, depending on how you play it.
That last place was gorgeous. I really loved it, but it wasn't conducive to someone with a lot of projects.
Yeah.
And what would happen is I would say, I have too much to do. I have no space. There are ants. I'm not going to do any of it. And then
I wonder what
excuses
you'll find in this place.
Well, can I tell you?
Oh, sorry.
I've already done 3 sewing things. I've got my whole studio set up.
It does look gorgeous.
I'm so proud of you. Happy in there. It's so nice.
How was your New Year's?
New Year's was fun. I had my dear friend Darby over.
Wait, I was there?
You were there.
Oh, wow.
We played Jackbox. We played games. We watched a really weird live feed that was on Hulu of all the traumatic things that happened in 2024.
A lot of bad things happened. I don't know if you were aware of this, but Jimmy Carter died.
Yes. But then we played Jackbox, and Austin was there, and my new roommate Willie, Kevin, of course. Curtis showed up later. We had a delightful time.
I did have a delightful time, I must say, though. Your new twink roommate, who I'm not jealous of at all.
No.
No, he was a delight. However, he talked in Gen Z-isms to the point that there were moments that I went, I'm having a stroke.
See, it's not Gen Z to me. It's more like ballroom talk. I think he's
Gen Z
gay. Ballroom, Gen Z. Yeah. He's
either
sweet,
way,
though. He's so
either
sweet.
way, there were moments where I was like, I am hyper aware of my age. And then we played this really old version of Jackbox, and he was like, who's Rock Hudson? And I was like, okay, I'm too old to be here. Just roll me out of here.
Cue all the comments of who's Rock Hudson. Hey, everyone,
Google it. He was so hot. Google Rock Hudson pillow talk tub.
Do you want to know how I know that I'm in a better place?
Okay.
You know how we had all those pizzas at New Year's? I kept throwing frozen pizzas in.
Oh, yeah.
It was delicious. I wanted one that was just mine.
Sorry.
So I got one for... No, don't apologize. So I got one. I put it in. I'm doing it. It's fabulous. I'm in my new house. I love it. I go to take it out. It slips. And all the toppings slide right off into the crevice between the oven door and the still-on oven.
Sure.
And then it starts bubbling baking.
Sure.
I didn't have any toppings.
Yeah.
I mean, I scraped them off and I put them back on. But then I had to wait for the oven to cool to clean it.
Yeah. I want to say this. You're not a bad person.
I don't think I'm bad. I think I'm bad at personing.
Thank you. I don't have to finish it. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but I understand why you did.
The reason I know that I'm doing better physically, mental health-wise, not physically, mental health-wise, I didn't have a fit. I didn't get mad. I said, oops. And then I scraped
what?
it. I didn't get frustrated.
Whoa.
I said, oops.
Whoa.
accidents happen.
Whoa.
I still ate it.
Sure.
I mean, it was bread and
Yeah.
and sauce.
And
it was
sauce.
delicious.
Yeah. Do you think it's because of love?
It might be because of love.
That's important. Also, mental health. We must find new therapists soon. I've started Googling.
I've decided
I found
something.
a really cute one. What? Oh, okay.
Don't be mad.
I'm not
because
mad.
I think she sounds worse in your mind than she is in reality. I want to give her, because also I'm on the lowest rung of insurance. Do you understand?
Your life is not worth less just because you can't afford nice things.
And yet I still find myself having nice things. Let's pause. I want to bring it up to her and say, listen, like the next time she does it, I want to be like, are you supposed to do this thing that I don't think you're supposed to do? And how she reacts, then I'll move forward. But I feel like she's new. Yours definitely.
Mine probably. I think we have them flipped. Let me ask you this. Actually, you just mixed it up. You mixed up mental health and physical health. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you.
Yeah.
So you go to this person for your mental health to help heal something inside of you that needs
Some
healing.
of the stuff is helping.
Great. But let's say you break your arm and you're going to a physical therapist or such as for their help.
How did I break my arm?
And some of it, you know. You fisted a virgin.
Jorgen. Oh.
Similar vibes. They're just so tight.
Yeah.
Anyway, consensually, the fuck? Let's say that the person helps you a little. You are able to bend your wrist a little better. But they're also slowly twisting it, and it hurts every time. And you know that you don't need the slow twist.
No, I don't think that's what's happening. I think sometimes she's
crazy.
You don't, but you don't know the actual.
Her behavior's
because
crazy.
you're not there.
Her behavior's crazy.
You don't know the actual because you're not there.
Do you know the names of any of her family members?
No.
None?
I don't know the names, but I know, like, she'll relate a story. My only gripe is I don't want her to do that anymore. So I want to give her the opportunity to not.
Doesn't she play with her dog in the middle of your session?
Yeah, but yours did that too.
She would pick him up on occasion.
Yeah, it's not like stopping the session to play with the dog.
We're not in a competition here. I want us both to get better.
Well, listen, I picked mine because of her name, solely.
Can I be honest with you? I picked mine because I didn't find her physically attractive. Because in the past, I've always gone for people I find physically attractive. And then it just makes me want to...
Is that how you chose me?
As what?
To be at first intern and then co-host?
Yes. It was definitely the way you looked and not just that you were already in the room.
Let's start.
Before we get started, at time of filming today, we found out that the Vivian has passed.
Oh.
And I know it's a bummer to start this review out that way, but I feel like we'd be remiss if we didn't say something. And just all the love and support
to
and
her family,
kind
her
thoughts
circle,
to everyone. I mean, she touched so many lives, and I'm flabbergasted. I'm floored.
She's so young and so talented, and
she was incredible.
Everyone had just the nicest things to say about her. She seemed like a really kind person.
Truly, yeah. So take care of each other.
Yeah.
Reach out to those who may need a little extra love today.
Yeah.
What?
You said reach out.
Well, I texted Cheryl, so she and I are supporting each other.
Cheryl Hines?
Yeah. Yeah, I told her, you know what? Vaccines sound a little silly to me.
No.
What?
Okay.
Hi, I'm Alexis P. Bevels.
And I'm Darby.
And we have a podcast.
Finally, two drag queens with a podcast.
It's called IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
That's right. We've got opinions.
Gay ones.
And we're ready to share them with you in this brand new, never-before attempted podcast format. Two people sharing their opinions at one another.
Wait, Alexis, aren't most podcasts just two people sharing their opinions at one another?
Well, yeah, I know, but it's so much more than that. Because we are best friends.
Co-workers. Some would say co-workers.
That's right. We are best friend drag queens, and we are bringing you IMHO the show.
The pod.
Every Thursday.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
It's in my homosexual opinion. IMHO, the show.
Season 17, it's episode 1. We have so much to talk about. Where do we even start?
The beginning.
I think we start at the beginning at the Squirrel Games.
Let's go to the Squirrel Games.
By the way, you're watching season 2 of Squid Games.
I am.
Where are you? Are you far in?
No.
Okay.
We're halfway in.
All right.
We just finished episode 4.
Love. Okay.
Oh, That's all?
I don't want to say anything because I don't want to be accused of spoiling.
Oh, that's one thing I want to say. Alanda, listen up. Alanda's my K-drama buddy, and we text about K-dramas.
Oh.
This is the second time you've done this. And instead of just texting you back with this information, I'm gonna call you up publicly. I love you, and I love your recommendations, but you're very spoily. I'm watching When the Phone Rings or whatever, and Alanda's always ahead of me because I've got things, I have books to put on my shelf, so that takes up a lot of time.
Yeah.
I said something about, like, I'm on episode 8, and then they spoiled the end for me again. Is it something that I definitely already saw coming? Yes. But Alanda, cut it out.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows...
And I'm not going to text you about
a
this.
spoiler...
And when you text me, I'm going to pretend like I have no idea what you're talking about.
Is more than just spoiling the content.
I don't want to know anything.
She doesn't want to know how many episodes there are going to be.
Wait.
She doesn't want to know what channel they're on.
Okay.
She doesn't want to know that you know the name of the project.
Okay.
Because if you do, that's a spoiler.
Because, wait, listen.
That's a spoiler.
But let me explain why. And it's not just because Michael Marino ruined the Jinx for me. But it's also because...
There's tone and inflection, I get it. But even when you're trying to be untoned...
No.
Like, I am the least toned
hair.
person in the world.
No, that's not true. Have you seen your butt?
It's good, right?
It's strong.
Yeah.
Do you carry stuff with it?
Only loads. Can I tell you something?
But no, wait, maybe.
I talked to my cousin the other day for that. What?
You talked to your cousin?
One of my cousins
Came in
on
your
my
butt.
mom's side.
Came on your mom?
No, this has nothing to do with cups. After the holidays, went to stay with my parents because my parents live in Florida. They get a lot of visitors. Very quiet the rest of the year, but when they want to go to Disney, they get a lot of visitors. So anyway, my cousin Ben, he was the oldest of all the cousins, and he was kind of like the cool one. His brother died.
His brother's the one that drove off the mountain.
Yeah,
Sad.
got driven off.
Passengered off the mountain.
Yeah. Anyway, so we were there. They were there, and I forgot. And I called my mom. My dad picked up, which is like weird. And then my cousin Ben was there, so we were chatting, and I was just saying like, "Hey," and whatever. And he did call me Alexis, but then he did use he/him, which that's just an accident. It
happens. Yeah.
I haven't seen this man in probably 20 years. He's got a full family. His kids are in college now.
Gross.
Anyway, he was like, last time I was here, your mom showed me the Instagram, IMHO Instagram. And he says, I laugh. And I was like, okay, cool. Don't look at all of them. And then we were talking about the new project. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'll have to look out for that. I was like, maybe skip episode 2.
Maybe skip all the episodes.
Yeah.
I know that my aversion to spoilers sounds crazy without context, but let me contextualize.
She's been burned.
I have been burned.
And whoever did that, Michael, ruined her for the rest of us.
No. I've always been like this. I don't want you to name even something that you think is insignificant that I don't know about yet, because the minute that thing pops up on screen...
Or something that the whole world knows.
Shut up. It pops up on screen, I immediately think about that person, and I'm like, okay, Alexis told me about this. Oh, fuck, I wonder if this is actually gonna mean anything. Okay, so she brought that up, so maybe that's the person I should be looking... You know what I mean? Like, I go into a thought process, and that's because I'm a genius. And when you have a brain as big as mine...
A beautiful mind. She beautiful minds it.
What is beautiful mind? I've never seen it.
Oh my god. Thank you for asking, by the way. I love describing plots, but it's gonna contain spoilers.
Squirrel Games is what we should be talking about.
Okay, it's the Squirrel Games.
Spoiler!
They're playing Ru Light, Green Light.
I loved that they brought...
It was funny.
Little Pound Cake as their girly pop.
As their girly pop. Yeah. Little Pound Cake and a bunch of queens from the past.
A bunch of queens from the past, but also queens from the future.
There was a bunch of queens.
Before.
It was a clever way to like introduce the queens that got all the way to the end, or the season 17 girlies.
I thought it was brilliant.
That's really fun. It's really fun. And the timing, perfect.
It did make me laugh that Pork Chop, of course, got eliminated first.
Of course.
And she was number 1. But when they hit her in the face with a pie, which, by the way, whoever was throwing that hates drag queens.
Yeah.
Because they hit hard.
RuPaul.
James Mansfield got hit in the forehead, and it looked like it took a brain off. I was very concerned.
God,
Thankfully, she doesn't
wigs.
have that much brain to lose at this point, because of her development. But Pork Chop gets hit in the face, and then they zoom out to show her collapse to the ground. And she's sitting on a bale of hay, and there's no one else around her, and then she falls over. So it was like clearly, she's like, I'm not going to fall to the ground, but like, I'll slide down this hay.
Yeah.
Why is she by herself? And why is she sitting down?
Girl.
I love her.
Poor girl.
Love her. And I do want to pay homage. I want to give a little tribute to Mayhem Miller, who's never done anything funny before in her life. knife, but when she licked the pie off of her jewelry, she's on the ground. I think you got a future in this business. So let's meet these girls.
Yes, first up is Lexi Love. She had hearts all over. She looked gorgeous. Do you need a moment?
Okay, I don't know how to accurately describe this feeling I have for her. It's akin to a Cynthia doll in a way, but she's much more put together and self-aware than a Cynthia doll. Cynthia doll, I love her for the chaotic mess that she is, and I want to wear her like a suit. Lexi Love, I just want to be around her. The chaos is contained. Think about that. For now. Lexi Love is just an energy that, I don't know, I also get like a little Sonique from her. There's just something magical about her. And as someone who
She's a fully formed character.
100%.
TV, already out the gate.
As someone who grew up in the South, lived in Louisville for a bit, her out of drag, like her talking head confessional look, we have all met that girl. That is a no-nonsense country girl who has seen some shit. And she's just gonna live so loud and so proud that even if you can't shine, she'll shine for you. I think she's a light.
And I think she's a love.
There's just so much.
Let's say 1 or 2 words on the count of 3 about the outfit. 1, 2, 3. Humana, baba, ganga.
Oh.
What?
I wish the colors were reversed.
Oh,
it's a small thing. It's small. Yeah. I think the red all over her body with pops of white would have really looked great with her skin tone.
Baba Boom, though.
Baba Boom.
Joella.
She looks amazing. Sorry.
Joella Dynasty.
She's just Joella, though.
Oh. Why does it say Dynasty on my notepad?
Okay, so you wrote that. Only you can answer that.
Okay, let me... 1 second.
Sure.
Alexis, why did you write Dynasty when probably the screen didn't say Dynasty? Huh? Okay. Joella.
Just Joella.
Just Joella. Sorry. Ew. I don't like that I did that.
I don't either.
Oh, beautiful. Cool.
Yeah. I love her energy.
Yeah.
She's funny, but then I also just want to throw her to the ground. Kick her. I don't know. Joella was a tough character for me. I like the look overall. Like culture, so important.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Oh my God.
You know what I think it is? It's her makeup.
You don't like her makeup?
I think her makeup is fine.
Okay, let's move on to Corey King. She's the Nepo sister to A1.
Plain Jane.
My favorite from last season. She looks absolutely gorgeous. I think her body is so right. I love the dress. I think it's such a cute. I like the proportions. I think it was Bob and Monet. I saw a clip of them describing the season 17 girlies that big drag is back. We're getting big hair.
Classic,
we're getting crazy silhouettes, and I love it. I see the Plain Jane in this for sure. I love her personality on the show, but there's just certain things about her looks. Like her shoes didn't fit her. She had a Teresa Giudice hairline. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Lydia Butthole Collins, my favorite name in the whole entire world.
So good.
Oh, she had the Beetlejuice entrance line, right?
Yeah, because she's Lydia.
That's so cute.
Now that was a funny Joella moment when she was like, what'd she say?
Did someone say my name 3 times? And Joella was like, no.
It's not my favorite outfit. It's bizarre.
I think it's cute.
But it's a great intro to Lydia's butthole.
Yeah.
And I love her
paint.
paint.
Beetlejuice, it's Burton, yeah. Ugh, Arietti. Another Nepo baby.
Irene's drag daughter.
I'm obsessed. I love her.
I do too. I love her paint.
I love the paint. I like the look. Yeah, it's all great. I see how she's Irene's drag daughter because Irene was so polished and should have stayed a lot longer than she did. And now I think we're seeing a polished person who's not going to make the same mistakes. Wait, she sort of did in her talent show. We need to... Someone... adopt into that family and direct. Adopt me. Teach me how to do drag. Well, no, I need someone to help them. You're not going to help anyone. I like directing. Okay. Picture it. You're at Hollywood and Vine. Electricity just went out because Donald Trump said California doesn't get electricity anymore. Okay. Which... I'm really hungry, apparently. Is that what that was? Yeah. Oh, okay. And all the tourists, they can't figure out how to cross the street. Oh. Because traffic is crazy and there's no lights. So you say, I like to direct. So go ahead. Direct some traffic. Okay, I might need the full screen for this if you want. Oh, sure. Is that a star? Yes, you go that way. Like, go that way. And then you guys come here. Come.
Honk, honk.
Come. Excuse me, sir. I am directing traffic. I will give you my number in a minute. Come this way. Come this way. Yeah. Now, you guys, you're going to come this way. We're going to weave. We're going to weave.
Show me your tits.
Okay. I'm wearing a lot of layers. Hold on.
I've got nothing but time. There's no electricity. Great.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I think you could direct.
Thanks. I've always wanted to direct male gay porn. Just
Male
like the acting parts.
Oh, you don't watch SNL? There's a really funny SNL skit about that with Emma Stone. I'll send it to you.
Oh, I've seen that.
I'll send it to you again.
I have TikTok.
Up next, we have my twin, Jules Sparkles. We look exactly like. Stop saying it. I know that already.
She's stunning.
Now, she's Trinity's granddaughter because her mom is Chantel Sparkles.
Yes.
And that is drag. There's a lot of drag nepotism happening
There's
here.
drag nepo. There's a lot of... When I was born, it was season 10, and I just knew I was gonna...
This entire cast is very young.
Yeah.
Very, very young. She's gorge.
She's so beautiful, and I love the way she styles her drag. It's like hyper feminine, but not like flat to the head feminine, like still big. I love it.
Still Priscilla Presley.
Still gorgeous. So adorable.
Adorable.
Yeah. I'm dazzled by Sparkles.
Then we have Lana Geray.
Excuse me.
Lux's drag daughter.
Excuse me.
I know. Now listen, I'll tell you this.
Look at the getaway
I'll tell you
sticks
this.
on that one.
Sure. Do skinny girls sometimes have it easier because they can come out wearing something little and tiny and we think it's art? Absolutely. However, there does have to be some sort of vision there for it to actually work. This is a vision.
Yeah.
And this worked.
This is who she is. This is what she is most
perfect.
comfortable wearing. It's an introduction to who she is.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
No, it's perfect. And she seems so sweet.
And I love the branding of the, what did she say? Have a Gouda morning or something. She does like the ja in front of words. I think that's cute.
She does?
I like wordplay. Yeah,
Oh, like j'adore?
She said like yeah.
Oh. Or maybe she went to a public school and just didn't get the attention she deserved.
I went to public school and I didn't get the attention I deserved.
Right.
I got bad attention.
Okay. Then we have Sam Starr, Trinity's drag daughter.
Also Nepo baby.
I'm going to say this. I'm so happy for her. I'm happy she does well in the pageant world. I was so annoyed by her. I was so deeply annoyed.
Yeah.
And why?
She's young. This Americana look at this point in time, it's not a welcome feeling. It doesn't make me feel good.
I just didn't understand the need for it.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's really pretty.
No, she's really pretty, and I'm sure I'm excited to see her talent next week. Lexi did have an incredible
The wig is
talking
gorgeous.
head. The wig is gorgeous, but like...
We've seen it.
We've seen it, and she looks so old in it. She's so young, and yet she looks so old. Lexi said, given her drag family background, she might be a little bit of a she-devil.
Mm-hmm.
She she-deviled by night. And
During
the
the
show
day?
left it in. That's so funny.
My stomach, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. When did you last eat? 30 minutes ago.
Okay, Anya Nerve. I love this woman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Well, yeah, I get the look, but she had the most talking heads of the episode.
They were good, yeah.
And they were good, and her smile is so stunningly gorgeous.
Yes.
You don't like... Oh.
I-
You don't like...
I didn't like anything she shoved this episode, no.
Oh.
I didn't. I think a lot of queens take a more cultural approach and they want to show off the garments from their culture, and I think that's gorge. I love that. However, we're on Drag Race. I just want to see a little drag oomph to it. Like,
Oh, you want to see a sparkles.
this is a costume from a costume party. I can see her bra, her plain black bra underneath.
Yeah, but there's something about her face that blocks everything else out.
I like her face, and I do agree with you that her talking heads, I love her energy. She's so funny.
She seems the narratress
Yes,
of the first
and I love
episode,
that.
certainly.
But I want more from her. I want a Drag Race look from her. Right now, this is just...
Valid. That's a valid opinion.
All drag is valid. And validly, I'd like to say this just wasn't for me.
Speaking of valid drag, that is for me, Susie too.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to toot into your mouth, but I got another Lexi quote for you. Anya Nerve comes over and she goes, "Hey everyone, I'm Anya Nerve." And Lexi goes, "I'm sure you will be."
That was funny. That was
Sorry,
funny.
I have a Lexiism for everyone.
Susie Toot, I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
The makeup is specific. I'm ready for when Michelle Visage tells her to please give us something different, and then she does. I'm ready for that moment.
I didn't like Michelle's comments about a couple different people's looks because you cast these very specific people with signature looks on the show. And then the first episode where they're supposed to be introducing themselves to the world, you don't want them wearing their signature look. She said with Susie that she should have kept the mask on because she hated her makeup and hair so much. But that's who you cast.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's too early for that nonsense.
No, for sure. I'm saying I'm ready to see something.
I'm
looking forward to see all the variety she brings. And I know she's going to bring it.
I agree, but I just want to clarify as someone with a signature face, I don't love the idea that it's episode 1 and you're being like, I hate this. Well, then why did you put her on the show?
Can I see you back here?
Yes, sorry.
So I did just say that exact same thing.
What'd you say?
I said I'm ready to see, I want to see her in different makeup because it's very specific.
Okay.
So you're also saying that to me as well?
No. Okay, so I was saying this. Sorry, can I see you back here? I was saying that to Michelle Visage.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, you said something similar. But there's 2 reasons, I think, for that. Number 1, you have the mind of a goldfish.
Mm.
If anything, I would say a goldfish that got fucked by a parrot. Because you do just kind of regurgitate things without actually knowing what you're saying.
Well, 17 seasons. What else am I going to say?
Exactly. And number 2, Michelle has power and influence in this industry. So I do need to directly address her. Mm. You hold no power.
Yeah.
Even in this room.
Yeah. Can I see you here?
Yeah.
A parrot fucking a goldfish.
To death. It would have to be.
Thank God the goldfish wouldn't remember it all the way out.
That's why they have small brains. Because they have some big ass pussies. Up next, controversial yet brave, Hormona Lisa.
Hormona Lisa allegedly hand-picked by RuPaul.
Yeah.
And everyone knew that upon entrance.
So she had a video
go viral
where she went to Ru's book signing in Atlanta and said she could hand her audition tape on a thumb drive.
Which I have to admit, so funny.
I agree. I think that's fucking brilliant.
And the fact that RuPaul said, "Bitch, that was your audition. Congratulations." Hilarious.
Yeah. It was
because that's
great.
what she wants. She wants these people to be prepared.
So I have to say, I'm not mad at her. We would all take that opportunity. If you have the balls to do that and Ru responds positively, who are we to get in your way? Live your dream, bitch.
Yeah.
Corey getting immediately upset and like, I don't like her. I just thought was like, okay, her sister's playing Jane. It's the insecurity. It was coming out. We got a little bit of plain security coming out. Now, I will say her out of drag look is my favorite drag look that's ever appeared in the world.
Oh, Hormona.
Who said it? Was it Cetera? Didn't Cetera Side tweet something that went kind of viral? I don't know. Somebody tweeted something that said, I know she runs that public library like the Navy.
Gay.
I have a Lexiism for this one too. I have a Lexi quote. Thank you so much. She was explaining how it happened, and she's like, yeah, so I had my shit on a flash drive, and I was handing it to her, but then she said, no, this is your audition. And so Lexi goes, oh, so she didn't watch it?
Crystal Envy.
Wait. Oh. We didn't talk about the look at all.
Oh, let me see. Oh, it's cute. It's sweet. It's kind of big business.
It's fine.
Yeah. She's a little bit country. She's a little bit whore.
I am excited to see if she can do more than this. Not change who she is. But both things she brought, I would expect a drag queen in the early aughts in East Tennessee to do that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Don't fight me right now, because I am so dangerous.
Do you know that?
Because I'm really
Do you know the AI of Alphabet and Glinda fighting?
Yeah.
What if they did that with us?
We can just make it happen.
Wait, I wasn't ready.
That's not how fights work.
Crystal Envy is next. She is gorgeous, blonde,
Yeah.
tulle,
Really
Tall.
pretty. Really pretty. I'm a little bored.
Bit of a cunt.
Yeah. She tried to walk in all like bitchy and shit, but she walked in a little too fast, it felt like. And then she did the whole like compact and like, I'm a bitch kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not anything new or different. Which I know, I'm not being fair because there have been 7,000 drag queens who have entered the workroom.
But if you're a skinny, white, blonde, she's gonna read you.
I'm not going to read you. I'm going to send my insecurities into your mouth. It's the biggest hole in your face.
Yeah. Acacia forgot. What did she wear? Oh, yeah, country. This was similar to Hormonas in that it's sweet and it's country. It doesn't really tell me much more about her than that.
We said on our Meet the Queens that, like, we don't go out a lot, so we've never met her.
I've never been outside.
But then I've seen a lot of people on the internet, a lot of LA queens being like, I'm out all the time and I don't know who that is. Is she newer, maybe? That would explain her makeup and her look.
And her name, Acacia forgot. I'm Acacia.
I forgot. I hate this.
I love the hair.
This is the hair Evie Oddly should have worn as Dolly Parton on the runway. Why didn't she call this person? I don't know who did her hair the
Can I see back
time.
here?
What?
I was working with 3 heavily used wigs.
It's heavily used.
You know.
Oh, sure. I go hard for these girls.
That one.
I go hard for those girls.
No disrespect to Evie Oddly. I really respect her, and I'm thankful that she trusted me with that.
It looked good.
But it was tough. I was trying to be source correct and do the multiple different curl patterns.
Sure.
And I wasn't as well versed as I am today. You know, you learn and you grow as you go.
Well, now you're dating someone, so you have to be versed if you want to keep him interested.
I know. I'm really sad.
Me too.
I don't want to
Girl,
do it.
I thought I married a top.
I know. Why are you switching it up?
Bait and switch, baby.
Just bait. How about that?
Just give me a little bait. Listen, all of my notes, I don't want to be too critical because we don't know these girls and we don't know what they're actually going to do.
These are just nitpicky things because it's a good bunch.
But well, yes, but I think she's one of the bad apples. From what I've seen. Is that too mean?
I don't
That's
know.
too mean.
I'm
That's
on her
too
side. I like her confessional look. We'll talk about her talent. We gotta hurry up because this is taking forever.
Lucky Stars is our final.
Whoa. Incredible.
Incredible. I'm obsessed. And I'm obsessed with how horny she is.
Yeah.
No, not her. Horny for her.
Everyone's horny for her. Yeah.
Which I get. It did make me laugh that someone said, oh my God, it's gay Lumiere. And then Lexi, I got a Lexi quote for you. It goes, so you mean just Lumiere?
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
we cut to Rue's wig. Who did that?
I think it's AI. I think that's ChatGPT.
AI is doing so much good in the world, okay? Specifically for the environment. It's so good. But if it's producing this kind of hair, I get the idea. I bet when she first put it on, she was like, oh, this is kind of cute. And she didn't think it through. But we're going to be seeing that all season. Do you think by the end of the season
And we're
going to
see it in the next season of Philippines and Canada.
Oh, that's true.
Listen, the girls didn't know it, but they were competing in the mini challenge, and the winner was Lana
The Squirrel
Del
Games.
Rey.
The Squirrel Games. The only issue I had with the Squirrel Games was the fact that they all met each other there.
You wanted to see them meet each other for the first time.
Yeah. I mean, they still played it up, but that's one of the best
But
parts
maybe
of the
production didn't tell
entrances.
them all, like, who they are. Well, I guess they had to have known.
They all had to be at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
So they did get to interact before, which is kind of a bummer.
Oh.
But listen,
The girls are de-dragging and then getting a drag again for the main challenge. There's a couple of trauma talk bits. We have Jules Sparkle's bionic spine, which is crazy. Cuckoo, cunt.
what?
Bionic spine.
Bionic. I'm sorry. I just heard she has a spine, and I was like, I agree.
No, bionic
she had to get a new
spine.
one.
And then Lucky Stars.
Should a tumor eat it?
I have a couple things I'd love a tumor to eat.
Your butt.
No, I already got
That
someone
hole.
who does that.
Oh.
And then Lucky Stars' stepdad. That's really sad.
He blew his hand off with a firework.
Do you know that happened outside
All the time.
of my
It happens
apart-
all the time.
It happens all the time.
Yes.
The first
Yes.
apartment I lived
Say it.
here, I lived in one of those where it was like 2-story and
Like a motel.
it was me and the end. Yeah. And the people in the end were doing fireworks off of the balcony right outside my door. And one of them got his hand blown off. It was really sad.
Yeah. Don't do fireworks, people. The other night, 2 nights ago, someone set off a firework right outside of our house. I don't know why. I don't know for what reason, but JB's anxiety has been so bad these last few days. Just
No,
that one firework.
For dog
Fuck
owners
you.
and lovers, fireworks are not worth it.
So they find out that Rue is not going to decide winner and loser.
Oh,
They're bringing
yes.
back Rada Queen, and they have to split into teams of 2, and one team will go...
This week.
Well, not teams, but they have to split into 2, and they will get voted on by the other half. And I have to say, mad props to Hormona Lisa, because she's like, I know that Corey is not feeling me. I
can
don't know
already
why,
tell. Yeah.
but she hates me, so I am not going to compete against, like, I'm not going to compete where she can vote against me.
Love it.
So she was like, I'm going to perform with Corey.
Yeah.
Ramona, I love the way you play this game.
Yeah.
So good.
The category for the runway, everyone does the runway, and the category is Mask for Mask Singer.
LOL.
LOL. The special guest judge this season
Are people
is
still doing Mask for Mask?
Katy Perry.
Yeah. Joella's mom.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, that was neat.
We start off, let's just get right into it. Acacia forgot she was like a snow slut. She was a snowman. Fine.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Not good.
Joella was a moon.
I liked Joella's hair, and I liked
Yeah.
elements of this, but much like her promo look, I didn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And is that a mask? Or is that just a plate?
Well, in her defense, I have had my face on a lot of plates. So I do associate plates with, like, face accoutrement.
Good save. See, this is how we communicate in this year. I'm proud of you and your joke. Singular.
I'm stuck on your sequin. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
We have to do
Oh, we
this
have a new
for little
Cameo.
bit. Okay, next up, Jules Sparkle in the blue. She looked absolutely stunning.
Oh my god, she looked like Ariana Grande.
She looked like a bubble. Yeah. I can't get off.
Okay, let's just do one more.
Okay.
Is it a rare...
Ariete.
Okay, thank you. I will learn. She is a... What did she call herself? A tribal elfin goddess.
Oh, I loved this.
I loved this.
This was
It was
so
gorgeous.
cool.
And honestly, rhinestone your blood. Okay?
Rhinestone your blood. Oh, God. That was crazy. I'm so sorry about
That's
that.
okay. I think my sequin was stuck on your nipple.
Yeah. Thanks, by the way. Lydia Butthole Collins.
I want to say this. Thank you, Lydia Butthole Collins. You have given RuPaul a challenge. How many times can RuPaul say butthole?
Yeah.
This episode, it was 309. Good job.
Well,
Ru.
you have a brilliant name.
I don't understand any of this. So I have to say, for me, no thank you.
I love it.
But I love
It's like
the
if
face.
Yzma got shot into space and fucked an alien and had a baby.
I think the problem I had with it was giving like a hard shape, but it was soft.
Buttholes are hard shapes that are often soft.
If you do it right.
Lucky Stars this is
Pizza.
Incredible. The toppings that slid off of my pizza are all on her.
I love it. It feels very much like Nina Bonina Brown.
Nina Bonina
But-
Brown walked, so
but I
Lucky
don't-
Stars could run.
And I don't think Lucky Stars is going to fumble like she did. I
No.
think Lucky Stars is going to the stars.
Oh my
All
God.
of 'em.
Susie Toot has such a special place in my heart because not only is this just cute, it's definitely a reference to 42nd Street. In that musical, they have dimes and they put them on ground, they tap dance on them. It's probably one of my favorite musicals.
It's
I was
so-
in it two
yeah.
and a half times.
I know.
I love it. I love her. She's just adorable.
Okay, I need to confess something to you. As Curtis and I were watching this the first time, I watched it twice because I'm committed to this. Every single time she came out in something new, I went, Alexis could do that. You and
Can I
Susie
tell you
Toot
something?
have such similar energy.
Can I tell you something? As I was watching this, I thought, fuck, I would have done that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it as well because she's younger and thinner and more limber.
And more talented. But I would like to put your head in a coin.
Ooh, a chocolate coin.
She just
I'll put
let
my
me-
head in a chocolate coin.
Happy Hanukkahs and such as. Oh, it's over.
Susie too, love it. And I love her name.
I loved it, and fuck you, Michelle, for that. Fuck you.
Corey King is in a raven mask and a raven gown. I thought it was lovely.
Yeah.
I thought it was
fine.
lovely.
It was fine.
It was fine.
There's a disconnect with me with where she believes her drag is.
But for
and what I see.
But for first episode, too many people.
Good.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah, not safe. Hormona Lisa was a skunk and I loved this. I thought this was so cute.
Okay. I agree. The dress is really cute, and I like the idea of it. Do I expect someone from 2008 East Tennessee to wear this? Yes. That's what I'm saying. It was like Hormona, we just won't, I don't know that she's going to blow our mind in any way, shape, or form. I also didn't love the weird eye holes. It was to allow her drag eyes to come through, but they were so deep, all you see is just like hole, and then you see a rim.
Speaking of rimming and skunks,
Yeah.
when I was deep undercover as a gay man, one of my
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
One of my saddest attempted hookups was this guy who now I know was completely methed out. But at the time, I didn't know. I just thought he was maybe...
I've done that.
From Appalachia or something. His face was all sunken in and there were not many teeth. Anyways.
Okay, so there were a lot of signs.
I go to his house at like 3 a.m.
Sure.
I'm waiting outside. He's taking his sweet time. There's a skunk right there. And in the app, I'm like, oh my God, there's a skunk. Can you hurry?
He says, bring it in.
No, I left and waited for him to respond, and then I came back. And this is why it's so sad. He was like, I don't think it's gonna work. And then he kicked me out.
And that's when you realized your undercover job was over. It was done.
No, that was like 10 years before.
Oh my God.
I was so sad.
Yeah.
That's why we need to grant me some grace. Because where I'm at now.
Really sad. Just hearing it. And the fact that you're still talking about it. It's so sad.
All right, up next is Crystal Envy.
Yes.
She was like a baby. I loved this.
Okay. I lived for the mask. Oh my God, I followed the person who painted this on Instagram, and I feel like a dumb bitch. I meant to take, it doesn't matter. I loved the mask.
It reminded me of Chitty Bang Bang Girl. What do you see?
Yes.
You're looking at me.
Can I tell you the part you didn't understand? She took the wig off. When she opened the mask to show her face, she took...
Well, maybe the wig wasn't going to be able to...
the baby doll wig off and just had another wig on, but then she put the mask back together at the end.
Well, she just pooped it back together.
Right, but why take the mask? What was the reveal?
I bet it was more a thing of like when you open the mask, the wig looked weird, so you had to get rid of the wig.
But that was all I could think about, was like, why did that happen?
Oh, I loved it.
Oh, good.
I didn't think about that. Lexi Love is a spaceman and knocked it out of the park. Perfect.
I mean, you're on MTV. She's so fucking smart. I love when she took her helmet off. She just looked like
She
a club
had,
pig.
like, little
she had the
eyeballs.
little antlers
Yeah.
or whatever.
Love.
I did love, too, her talking head. She goes, this is my first runway. Look at me go. Lexi, we love you.
We love. Lana Jarre is the Catwoman.
She's Gouda Cat.
I loved it.
Her
Her
cat's
cat
name is
is
Gouda.
Gouda.
Now, I will say what I preferred about her split in the middle mask as opposed to Crystal's was that her split in the middle mask was rhinestoned on the inside.
Rhinestones. All
So
the way
as soon
on
as
the
it opened
inside.
up, I did not mind. I will say, all the girls took their masks off really early, it seemed.
Yeah.
I wanted a little mystery. Come down.
Yeah.
To Joella's credit, I think Joella came all the way down before she revealed the plate.
Right.
But
well, you know who took her sweet time, which actually became really funny, is our next contestant, Anya Nerve. Anya Nerve, she was art. I didn't follow, but I loved how she sold it, and I loved how long she was taking, and how when the judges were like, she's not hurrying up, she still didn't hurry up. That was funny.
she's so funny and delightful and adorable. Her whole message of I'm celebrating blackness by taking everything from the beauty shop and just throwing it all together.
Income and show
Again,
materials.
I love the message and I love what you're trying to highlight, but there has to be a payoff. And there wasn't. The mask was just a plethora of stuff, what looked like was on a poster board, that as soon as she came on stage, she took down. It was a bummer.
Not for you, not for me either. Sam Starr, also not for me, but fun. A gay storm.
That's not a mask, that's a hat.
That's a hat.
And we've seen it done before, and I'm so sorry, this is so boring.
We've seen it done better on this stage. So I think we're done with rain hat, tassel umbrellas.
And I hope we see more than... I know that...
And rainbow colors are so ugly.
They're so ugly, but also, we're from the South. I know that people who are still there, I know the rainbow means a lot to them because it is a
They
visual
don't get
sign
rainbows. Yeah,
of,
because
like...
it doesn't rain.
It never rains, because God hates them. But...
It sweats.
It's just so...
Tough.
But she looked pretty. That's good.
Yeah, she did look pretty. She's
All
a
right.
very pretty girl. It's time for Drag Queen's Got Talent.
Hell yeah.
We're starting off with Jewel Sparkles, and what a great way to start the show. She did an original song called La Leche.
Yeah, that's milk. The milk.
I thought it was silly. I thought it was fun. I thought...
Was so...
Loved it.
Loved it.
High energy, but also done well for the camera. And I could understand all the words. Loved it.
Yeah, I love when she said in the middle of the song, wait, do you speak Spanish? Do you know what La Leche means, RuPaul? It was so random. I loved it.
So good.
No, she made me laugh and I couldn't take my eyes off her.
Ariete, she did sort of a cultural moment. She twirled.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
This is when...
She looks great.
Was it Hormona that said... No, it was Anya. She said, I get it. I love the cultural moment, but are you going to do more than just twirl?
Yeah, what else are you going to do with that skirt?
There's
got to be a twist to
there's
it.
Gotta be
there's got to
something.
be a something to it. I think even with the amount of editing the cameras were trying to do, it was still just so boring.
Yeah.
It was good.
It wasn't...
But
it
what's
wasn't
the twist?
right for Drag Race. I love twirling skirts. It's the only reason I'm who I am. I want to twirl in a skirt.
Alexis,
Yeah.
you're a twirl.
Thank you.
Am I supposed to call you Alex out of drag?
No, it's only for besties and like family.
Oh, thank God. Up next, we have Lydia Butthole Collins.
She did a puppet.
I was very excited
Burlesque.
when it first came out.
Yeah, me too.
And I was very excited for the first 60 seconds. I was really like, where's this going? And then, again, a director. We just need someone to get in here and direct.
Edit, direct,
kitties.
style.
This was just...
It was a strong start, and then it didn't do anything.
What did it do? What was the point?
Yeah, there was just like a beat that was missing.
Yeah,
We needed some additional, but overall, really fun.
I love the idea. It definitely, even though I didn't love it, I would have voted it high only because I want to see more of this. Whatever this is.
Yeah.
Let's flush it out, baby.
Lucky Stars is his lemonade titties. Excuse me.
Great.
Excuse me.
Was that Irene's? Irene's talent was making... Oh, no, water.
She was making
pouring
water, but this is how you do a silly thing. You add to it, and she danced.
Rap.
And you add lyrics.
Dance, you add...
Titties. You spray. You spray that pit crew member.
He's straight.
Not when he's covered in lemonade titty juice.
I think that makes him straighter, actually.
Oh, I'm straight. I forgot.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Now, Joella is a huge fan of Katy Perry. She
Don't forget the Ella.
has met Katy Perry before.
Katy Perry seemed to
Katy
know
Perry
her.
knew her, which
Cool.
that was special. That was
Yeah.
cool. She was high energy. She was fun. I would definitely see how that number would have just killed in the club or at the brunch gig.
In a smaller...
For TV, it wasn't
stage.
that great, but she did sell it really well. I agree with the judges.
I actually wrote down, my note was the camera was doing a lot of heavy lifting during her number to make the song look a lot more interesting. But whenever you could just see like a static shot, that girl was not moving. And Joella, girl, same. But it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
It was a happy safe.
The problem with that is, if I want to be really honest,
Yeah.
is that now we've seen what she can do in a lip sync.
Yeah, she's in trouble.
So that sucks for her.
How long has she been doing drag, did she say?
I don't know.
I think
Feels
her
like a young
performance and
group.
her makeup and her styling, she does feel a little young.
Yeah. Acacia Forgot is a country singer extraordinaire. I thought the song was sweet. I like her voice. I liked how she looked. But yeah, it was a little bit like Ariete. It was a little lower energy for this.
I hated it. I hated every minute. What is it? You think you fell out of the coconut tree? You are made up of whatever and whatever. I've forgotten everything she said now that she lost.
Yeah.
Anyway, contextually, you're in Drag Race. You're in the Drag Race world. And so you're basically pulling a Trixie Mattel. You're an okay singer who likes country music. What's the twist? How are you different? How is this something new?
On Drag Race, you need to pump it up a little bit.
And I thought it was kind of rude. I mean, I get it, but I thought it was kind of rude when she was like, well, I definitely shouldn't have been in the bottom because I was the only one that showed real talent instead of blah, 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 blah. Fair enough. You played the guitar. Cool. But like, someone could also be really good at whittling things. And would you want to watch them sit on stage and whittle you a duck out of wood?
Oh my God.
No.
Whittle.
Actually,
Whittle
I would.
race?
I'd rather watch that than this. And for her voice to be as average as it was, and then for her to be all
I thought
butthurt.
it was nice.
It was fine, though. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was fine.
And then finally, Susie Toot. Now, Susie Toot gave me all the Sutton Foster tap dance vibes that I wanted. It was referential to Blow Gabriel Blow.
She Morse code
tapped.
the Gettysburg Address.
She really tapped. The shoes were stoned. The tap shoes were stoned fabulously.
Important.
She was making those sounds.
I enjoyed her final
so
line
good.
of her song.
A really nice voice, too.
She said, Yes. She ended the song by saying, "Smokin' Susie, making all the fellas toot." That's how she ended the song.
That's so fucking
And the fact that she said she had 9 toes, all those little moments, she did not miss a single opportunity to make a mark.
a toot mark.
She tooted all over that stage.
She is hopefully at the beginning of a streak. A toot streak.
Oh yeah, she's gonna toot for a while.
She's gonna skid mark all up and down this race.
So then we go to Rate a Queen. I'm so into Lana honoring the alliance she created with Ariete. Why can't I do that?
I think it's because deep down you don't want to.
Thank you. After Ariete performed and everyone was a little underwhelmed, they cut to Lana and she goes, "I'm gonna vote for her. And whether or not that's because she ate it up or because of the alliance I have, we'll never know." Which, like, obviously we know. So she honored her and she put her in first place. I think she saved her.
I think she did save her.
Listen.
I like this Rate a Queen thing.
Me too. And I love that they have to end by saying, "And that's the tea."
And
It's so
that's the tea.
stupid. It's so stupid.
Yeah,
There are-
have you ever watched The Circle?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, I haven't.
It's fine.
Oh.
I think you'd like it, though.
No.
You like that kind of stuff. You like reality TV and dumb, hot people?
I do, but do they not ever get to go outside?
No.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it when they can't go outside. Big
You
Brother.
don't like going outside.
Can I tell you now I do. The other day I got sad the sun went down because my view is incredible.
You do have an incredible view. I'm not jealous because you deserve it. I'm really jealous.
She's jealous and I don't deserve it.
So the top 2 are Jules and Susie.
Yes! They get a lip sync.
I loved Jules and Susie. I thought they both did great, but I thought Lucky Stars.
Don't know why Lucky Stars wasn't.
I could have put Lucky Stars in the place of Jules. I love Jules.
Yeah.
And I loved her performance, but there was something so different and so incredible about Lucky.
Yeah.
We find out the bottom is Acacia, rightfully so. So next week she'll lip sync.
Yeah.
I don't hate her as a person. I don't know her. She wasn't for me. They do have to lip sync to Woman's World.
By Katy Perry.
Someone did tweet out, like, "Okay, so season 17 girls, you heard Woman's World before we did. Why didn't you warn us?" Which is so funny. So they do the lip sync, and Jules immediately does all of her tricks. She starts off with a split and a thing and a don't and a don't. So there was really, like, nowhere for her to go. She was just kind of doing big the whole time. Whereas
and the
Susie,
source material, there's not much to work with there.
What are you talking? Sexy, confident, do. Other words right here. Susie took her time. She called back to the Morse code.
Yeah.
It was great. She was really fun to watch. So Susie won. Susie won. Susie's the only good thing to come out of that song.
Yeah.
So Susie toots, Acacia forgets, and that's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
We did it.
Fun start to a
Great
new
job,
season.
ladies.
We will be watching. We hope you watch along with us.
If you don't, that's okay. I got a boyfriend, a husband.
I'm telling you said that.
Well, he doesn't know about the boyfriend yet.
What's your boyfriend's name?
Acacia forgot. That's why I'm being so hard. I'm trying to
He
get
is
everyone
kinda
off the
cute.
track. He is cute.
He is kind of cute. Yeah.
Anyway, if you enjoyed that, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell.
Join us on Patreon at patreon.com/IMHOtheSHOW.
We're also on Cameo, so do that.
Or you can get a Cameo by going to IMHOtheSHOW.com.
Also, all of our merch at dragqueenmerch.com.
DragQueenMerch.com.
Okay, so before we started filming, I asked patrons what they thought of the premiere. So I thought for credits chat, we could read our patrons' thoughts.
I love that. Patreon.com/IMHOtheSHOW.
For the most part, our patrons are always right, unless they disagree with me, and then they're not real patrons, they're AI. Mm-hmm. A lot of these comments we've already kind of addressed.
Yeah.
I do think it's funny. Hyper said, "Oh my god, Corey instantly hating Hormona. Please talk about it, please." Which we did. You know, again, I think a lot of it comes from the Corey plain Jane of it all. There is a little bit of insecurity there, which you do need to be a successful drag queen. Sorry, insecurity into delusion. We get stuck in the insecurity part.
Inseclusion.
That's the perfect, we just need to find the delusion part.
I think
Because we've got insecurity down.
Boots. Okay, Nick actually said, one thing I'm missing that I feel other seasons do well is the intergenerations. I feel like everyone is so young on this cast, and I completely agree. There's not really much variety. It's all queens that started doing drag.
Isn't the oldest queen like 35? That's crazy.
God, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for being honest. Yeah, I want an old, bitter, seasoned queen. I should have been on this show. Matthew says, love the premiere and so glad it wasn't another split premiere. I completely agree. I love this format where they all get to be on the runway, they all get to participate the whole time, but they just split the talent show. I completely agree.
Urethra Franklin. Everyone talking about their drag heritage and not a peep about Lucky being Nina Bonina's daughter. Wait, is she really?
Wait, is she? Wow, hates Nina. So Lucky probably was like...
But I definitely see the
makes
family
sense.
resemblance because
Yeah.
I love the look.
Yeah. I loved, this is still Matthew, sorry, he said a lot and I liked it. I love Squirrel Games and it felt like the RuPaul's parking lot mess from season 4. Completely agree.
Yeah, love.
Lexi Love, Anya Nerve, and Corey King are standouts without even doing their talent show, which says a lot. Now I agree. I didn't fully love Anya's looks, but I do love her as a TV character.
Yeah, me too. Courtney says, Lexi is my hometown girl. I've been watching her at play for years, so I love her.
So jealous.
Hated Katie as a judge, and I thought it was cringe when she told Rue that Joella was her #1 fan.
Okay, can I say this? Katie's super fan that Katie was so excited about didn't do so great. Like, did fine. Like, I was kind of like, she's yours. That's the one you wanted. David said, didn't live for Lexi in the Meet the Queens, but loved her the moment she walked in. Completely agree. Glad they finally have a pop culture reference that is in the current status of pop culture. In my opinion, Lucky and Susie should have been top 2. I agree. When it comes to the runway, though, Jules and Ariadne had my favorite looks. But I wish the girls would know to keep the masks on until you're in front of the judges and then take it off. Like, the runway was literally masks. Why take it off at 0.8 seconds into the runway? I completely agree, David. However, I want to say this, and it's a little bit of correcting myself from earlier. I understand it, though. It's your nervous energy gets you... Like, we've all had a show where we went out, we had a plan for the lip sync, something slightly changed, and we just rushed to get to whatever we felt like we had control over again. So, like, when Crystal Envy entered the workroom, and I thought she did everything a little too quickly, well, yeah, she's running on adrenaline. I'm sure she was so nervous. I think that's probably why a lot of the girls did it. But I agree. They suck. Salvatore from Germany. Oh, sorry. Sal is what his friends call him. And we're his friends. Says that he is absolutely in love with Corey King. So, hey, listen, I'm ready to see what she can do. But I love her on the show. Like, I love her character. Okay, I will say everyone seems to agree about Katy Perry. They don't like her.
Joni points out too many shiny names. We got 2 stars and a sparkles.
Yeah.
I don't think there can be too many shiny names when it comes to drag, but I did. That's a funny observation.
It's a funny observation.
Oh, oh no.
What?
Andrew says, Susie Toot is my favorite. She's like Aiden Zane if she wasn't embarrassing.
Agreed. Aiden Zane is embarrassing, and we should say it.
No.
Okay, Burwald, you are a monster, and you should be stopped. Also, follow Burwald on Twitter if you want to see Burwald's entire body. It's good. It's tiny.
We
it is
like
compact.
it.
You can travel with
we
it.
like it.
Said, Lexi in the confessionals looks like olive oil, which I thought was really funny. And Acacia in the confessional looks like Mac's mom from It's Always Sunny. You have to watch It's Always Sunny to understand. I think that's what Trump's new haircut makes him look like, Mac's mom from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I don't watch.
Great. Corey says, I already loved Lexi, but her reaction when Sam Starr walked in made me a stan. That's what I'm talking about. When she said, anyone looking for the next America's Next Star Superstar? And she went, oh. And then, of course, the She Devil by Night comment. Susie looks like a barista at one of the good coffee shops. Yes. Catherine Perry was there. Happy for Joella on that one.
Yeah. Dan saw this on Twitter, but he said Lexi is, in fact, if Alaska Talks were one person. LMAO.
Yeah, I retweeted that because I thought that was so funny.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, girl, I had a hit tweet with that. Hit. I've had to turn off the notifications. 15,000 likes.
15,000 likes.
I just love her so much.
The fact that they didn't reference Alyssa's Katy Perry Snatch Game is a missed opportunity. Katy Perry, it's great to have you here. Have you ever kissed a girl? Me? Rue? Never. That is funny. That's from Sam.
Okay, is that why Katie did the, like, stop it with the
Puns?
puns? Was that a
I
reference?
think she is... maybe. Oh, that would have been fun. It wasn't clear. I think she just doesn't want anyone to do anything that's gonna take away from her being there. You know what I mean?
I got it. Okay, I'm just gonna be very honest with you. I don't fully understand the depths with which the internet hates Katy Perry, but I am aware of some of the reasons that she is not likable, and I support that. I support not liking her for those reasons.
That's well put.
But it does seem like the internet wants her far, far away, and I don't fully understand.
I feel
but
like with anything,
I'm not defending her.
I think
know her.
like the internet goes through these waves of like hating people, usually women, and
Whoa.
it's fun to like get wrapped up
A woman
into all that.
in this world, is she sexy, confident?
No, you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
She's not allowed to be.
She's not allowed to be.
I think it's fun to get swept up. Have you ever been in a wave pool
Yeah, I love
or the
that.
ocean?
No.
It's fun to get swept up, but then when you look around and there's too many people on your wave, you might think,
I should make a movie called Swept Away.
Maybe we don't all need to be on this particular wave.
Mm.
Like, why don't we just enjoy the shallow end? Or like, why don't we get on a boat perhaps and be above it all? Log off Twitter, get on a boat.
And that's how we're going to save this country, okay? Everyone
With
log
waters
off
rising?
and get in a boat. Thank you, everyone, for your comments. Patrons, anytime you have a thought and you just want to throw it out there, find her. I want to keep asking this on Patreon. So if you see a Patreon post, please comment. I'm really happy
let us
that
know
a
what
lot
you
of our
think.
comments or a lot of our commentary matched with what y'all thought. And you know what? And it made me think. You know, like the people who disagreed with me in the comments.
They're kicked out of the Patreon.
Well, I mean, no, I'm not going to be insane, but I am going to probably block them from all the fun new posts.
Speaking of fun new things,
Yeah.
I've developed a new philosophy.
That's my new philosophy!
I started a new, it's the beginning of the year. We're all doing our resolutions. We're all doing our this and our that. I've developed something that I've been able to keep with.
Okay.
And I'm calling it my bubble philosophy. So in my life, I have 4 bubbles. Okay? There's like sewing. There's like hair wiggetry. There's social media down here. And then there's like mental and physical health. I've just told myself that all I have to do is I have to pop 2 bubbles, at least 2 bubbles every day. So if that means like a 5-minute walk, that's my health. And then like posting a TikTok, that's 2 bubbles right there.
Wow.
And I've really enjoyed it because it's vague. So I don't have, because I get overwhelmed and I think
Yeah.
there's so many things I have to do.
Yeah.
I don't know which one I'm going to do. I'm not going to do any of them. And this way I'm like, okay, well, I have time to go on a walk today. So I'm going to go on a walk. And then I have this sewing thing I wanted to finish. And so that's 2 bubbles.
Wow. That's a great way to look of it.
And I've
Look
been
at
doing
it.
my 2 bubbles every single day since January 2nd. January 1st, I didn't do anything.
January 1st was such a busy day.
Holidays
you
don't
know,
count,
the
and that's
new,
fine.
and, like,
Holidays
getting all the
don't
old
count,
out,
and
you have
that's
the new.
fine.
Right.
So I'm also putting my house back together, but now I feel like it's put together enough to where I can do my bubbles, and I love it.
That's great. I love that idea.
Isn't
Did
that
you find it on
fun?
TikTok or did you make it up?
I made it up.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Everyone, put together your
philosophy.
bubbles.
Because I need just something to help me motivate to do, but I didn't want to be too specific because
Right.
then I'd be like, well, I can't do that because I haven't done that, and I'm never gonna. It's not fair for me to focus on this. It's just like, no, just do 2 things.
Nothing's fair. Life's not fair.
Life's not fair. Who said it? Naomi. Life's not fair.
That's a really good Naomi. I love how high your voice is.
Thank you.
The
Bubbles.
bubbles, Duke, the bubbles.
I posted a TikTok today, and I worked on some sewing stuff. I've been getting into embroidery a little bit.
Whoa. What about your health? Did you poo-poo hard?
I didn't
That's
do
good.
anything health today, but...
Did you poop?
No, I
That's
haven't
important.
pooped yet. No.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
I
worried
did.
about
No,
your
I did.
bubble.
I did.
Oh.
I did.
Your bubble was going to get too big. It was going to burst.
I did.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We hope that you bubble your bubbles, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.